Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is The Daily Rage. Tomorrow is one of my favorite days to trade. It's the FOMC announcement. So I wanted to go over the FOMC 123 trade just so everybody is prepped and ready. Now, I will say that the last two FOMCs, and these happen every 6 weeks, the last two of them have been kind of like non-events. There wasn't a lot of follow-through, wasn't a lot of great action, so we'll see what tomorrow has in store for us. I learned this trade from my buddy Hubert Centers, passing it on to you. So here's how it works. It is for the indexes, so you're going to want to pick one of the futures indexes, either the Dow, the S&P, the Russell, or the NASDAQ, and essentially it's made up of 3 moves. That's why it's called FOMC 1, 2, 3. And it can either work to the long side or to the short side, so it doesn't really matter. So here's what we'd be looking for. On a 2-minute chart, let's just say that this candle right here, this green candle, and I'll actually mark it with a little line here. Let's say that the announcement was there, okay? So this is the time of our announcement. Now I'm just making this up just to show you, but the initial reaction is heading down. So that's going to be our 1 count. So the first move is down 1. And then up 2, and then this would be down 3. So again, you would count it 1, 2, 3. And then if the initial move was down, you would be looking to go short. So on this one, you would be patiently waiting. 1, 2, and then at the beginning of 3, that is where you would enter the short. So if, let's just say, this had been the FOMC, it would have been a successful trade because you would have waited 1, waited 2, gotten into the short somewhere around here, and then could have ridden it all the way down. Now let's look at another example of a long. Let's move our line over and say that the announcement happened here. So down at this low right here. And in this case, this is a lot more janky. So different people may count it different ways. Just so you know, there isn't like a right way, because some people may say this whole thing was up and then down 2. So this would have been up 1, down 2, and then up 3. Or some others may say, okay, this is kind of all heading up in this direction 1. And then these 2 candles, let me expand this out a little bit so we can see this better. So you could have counted it as 1, down 2, and then up 3. So like I said, in this case, this is a long because the initial move is up. It has a bit of a pullback for 2, and then you would get long somewhere in this vicinity on this beginning move as it started to head back up. In this case too, it would have been profitable. Now, obviously, it's way easier said than done, and especially where this is not moving, this has already happened, so we can just say, oh, it would be this, this, this. In real time, it does go much faster, but the way in which I've screwed it up in the past is not being patient enough to wait for a full 1, 2, 3. I would see this little thing and then I'm like, ooh, this must be like the down move here, which really it's still on its way up. So patience is the name of the game in the FOMC 1, 2, 3. Try it out or even trade it in the sim just to see how it all plays out tomorrow. I've got my fingers crossed for some more follow through than the last couple announcements, but we'll have to see what happens. Tomorrow I'll be doing a live webinar called The Secret of the X Factor. I'll link you to the sign up page after this video. I'd love to see you there. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.